Welcome to Dr. Jester Rants, and I'm gonna rant about this from Bounding into Comics. Netflix live-action Cowboy Bebop will gender swap Gren from male to non-binary. I think the title here is a bit wrong. Apparently, they're not gender swapping, it's still the idiot who is going to play Gren in Cowboy Bebop. It's going to be a male, it's just that he identifies with a mental illness that calls itself non-binary, which means he's still male. Wonderful, isn't it? Either way, I've added the little shenanigans to my list of, well, alphabet washing. So if you get any suggestions or you know something that is not on the list or you find a mistake, please contact me, even though I haven't been paying attention to my Parler account, but either way, you can reach me probably on the YouTube because I keep getting notifications. But if you do find any suggestions or something wrong, please make sure you actually add the original character that is getting whatever swapped and who the actor or actress is, from which series. If, for instance, there's a multitude of series here that was made for Disney, Warner, or TV, movie, etc. You need to make yourself clear, and then you need to also tell me who the original character was. If it was black becoming white, which is absolutely and utterly rare. As you can see, the last case, well, was in whitewashing, was from 2014, and this one is absolutely the only case. And gender swapped from female to male, the last one is, it's going to be Cinderella in the reboot. But this one gets the fairy godmother. It's also, here it is. He also gets alphabet washed. So, try to give me more or less in this format so I can at least keep the track and my job becomes easier to add on the list. So, let's get back to the article. The latest casting announcement for Netflix's upcoming live-action adaptation of Cowboy Bebop has revealed that Gren will be gender swapped from male to non-binary. This is once again wrong. It will be alphabet washed or alphabet swapped. It will go from heterosexual to non-binary. On November 19th, Netflix announced the actors of Geoff Stultz, Stargirl, Tamara Tooney, Law & Order SVU, Mason Alexander Park, Hedwig, and The Angry Inch on Broadway, Rachel House, Moana, and Truong, Sonnisberg, and Hoa Hugjuande, Ronnie Ching, international student, will be joining the cast of Cowboy Bebop as original characters Chalmers and Anna, and established characters Gren, Mao, Xin, Lin, and respectively. Netflix also provided brief descriptions of each character, which provided clues to their roles in the upcoming series. Based on the worldwide phenomenon from Sunrise is the jazz-inspired genre-bending story of ragtag real bounty hunters in the run for their past. House is small, Caput Syndicator Boy Trial is the. According to those descriptions, it appears that aside from Zuan the Shin, the established characters have seen changes to the original characters in the leap up to Netflix, with Lin and Mao being reimagined as women, and Mao Criminal Syndicate being changed from Red Dragon to White Tiger. Obviously, because you cannot have Red Dragon, since they probably want to do this release this on China, and once you make a reference to Red Dragon, you obviously, in their own hands, they connect it to China. One of the most notable differences can be seen in the description of Park Gren's, whose character refers to the generic they them pronoun, which is another idiotic shit. Like I keep saying, if you can you identify In this sentence, am I talking about one individual or multiple individuals? They like the yellow car. Nobody has been managed to answer me this, especially the Control F. They never ever have been able to tell me if I'm talking about one individual or multiple. They always change the subject. They are utterly unable to answer me this. Am I talking about one individual or multiple? Why is it so difficult for them to answer me this? Is it because the thing, the then and them pronoun is used as plural? Obviously not even they can answer the question, but leave it to the retards. Pronouns, a specific word choice indicating that the character will now identify as a non-binary individual instead of as a male as their original anime counterparts did. In the original anime series, Gren seems to be a veteran of the Titan War, having served alongside the series' antagonists, Vicious, and eventually being unknowingly accused of being a spy by the silver-haired man after the war had ended, resulting in his trial and eventual imprisonment. I watched a couple of episodes of Cowboy Bebop years and years ago, so I haven't seen the full series, nor I remember what I've seen it. Only remember vague scenes in my memory, and that was long ago, because, like I said, I only watched a couple of episodes, so though the drug was ultimately successful in calming Gren's violent emotional reaction, the drug was not without its side effects, and the war veteran soon grew a full pair of female breasts, a quality discovered by Faye after she confronts him in the shower following a realization that he had a connection to Vicious. It's not trans, this is just a side effect. When questioned by Faye on his gender, Gren said that I am both, but I am neither, and despite his intersex qualities, continues to refer himself by his original male pronouns. The change in gender now brings the character of Gren with the identity of their actor. Parker themselves identifies a non-binary individual. Revolutionary as the original name was, of course, not even the current animes that Japan keeps pumping out includes those goddamn filthy retarded vocabulary that these Alphabet Plus people invented. Not even on today's world that happens. You know, I probably should get to just scratch my balls and keep coming up with terms and other vocabulary, other retarded shit, so people could, I don't know, become famous like these people. I do not know. Dohikamabob. That's a new word. I have no idea what it means yet, but trust me, it will eventually mean something that will then become racismus, will become racist or homophobic or something like that. So it becomes a crime. Dohikamabob. I'm probably gonna have to patent that word, so I'm gonna charge some money for people who use it. Especially when it becomes famous about Dohikamabobismus. It becomes a crime. As with many changes to established characters in new adaptations, fans took poorly to this gender swap. And in response to the backlash, Park took to Twitter to give critics a friendly reminder that your transphobic reactions and tweets about Gren saying we are changing the character for some more culture isn't in line with the original. Gren self-describes as both at once and neither one in the anime. Even though you're gonna tell me he used the male pronouns, even though he uses the male pronouns, I'm gonna make him a trans. So sorry about it. God, this show is going to be skippable. Kind of like Star Trek Discovery, or the Birds of Prey, Walkminator, Terminator, I don't know, other shows that I just cannot even be bothered to even watch, like The Witcher. That was another disappointment. Netflix, why do you need to do diverse? You need to insert woke shit on every single shit you make. Why do you need to do that? There's no need for representation on every single thing you do. How many TV shows that I watched that includes black-only families that I do not care to be represented on them? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Holy shit, I love that show. I used to watch it religiously as a kid. I absolutely love it. There's no representation of white, Hispanics, or whatever in there. But no, you need to make a representation for everything you do. This is absolutely fucking retarded. Something fell. Obviously, nothing of importance. Park went on to describe... They're so thrilled to see all the positive reactions on Twitter today, as it made them very happy to get to inhabit a complicated character that pushed boundaries in the 90s and give them a small facelift for modern audiences. No, you're completely woke-washing the shit out of it. Woke-washing! There you go! That's a new word. Also reminding critics that it's an adaptation. You can always watch the original. Oh, yeah. Why can't you create something original and leave the original content without being woke-washed? Why can't you do that? Why is it always us, the fans or the people who watched the original or somebody or something else that needs to bend over and let you idiots change the thing? Why? Why can't you guys bend over for once? I'm not even going to bother to read the rest of this because it's absolutely disgusting. How little he cares about fans, how little this actor cares about the original content. We can see that in his tweets. We can see all that on what he says. He cares very, very, very little about fans and the people who used to watch the originals. It's... The contempt these actors have is absurd. The contempt that every single one of these people have about everything they do, it just ruins even more because they could not even be bothered. They are not fans, they have not watched the original contents. And I'm not talking only about Cowboy Bebop, I'm talking about other shows as well in which they woke-wash the bullshit that is going on. I do not know why do they even bother hiring these people if they do not care about this stuff. It's tiring. It's really, really tiring. So thank you for watching. See you on my next video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and probably hit the notification bell because you obviously want more of whatever this is, what you call videos or disappointments on your bandwidth or whatever it is. And guess what? Oh, and before I go on, it took me an eternity to get this loaded up, but apparently the actor who's going to play Gren has pronouns on their profile, so it's the pronoun mafia. Yay! Isn't the pronoun mafia always there to make sure it ruins everything? And then they are unable to create anything new and original. Doesn't that make you happy? Anyway, thank you for watching. Good night.